Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Welcome to our new moon in Libra and solar eclipse Reiki energy healing session. I am so excited to be doing this session with you all today. I have been wanting to do a video recording of our energy work for a while, so I'm happy to do it for our collective. If you have been a part of the Sinfield Life community and you signed up for this energy healing as well as the energy reading, this is definitely for you. And if you haven't and you're here, this is for you as well. This is a collective message, so please take in only what resonates with you. And before we get started, I just want to take a couple breaths in and out. So that Veronica, hello, my name is Veronica, can be completely released from this session and your highest self completely take over. Dear God, I'm really hearing someone's ancestors are here for us today as well. And so we're just going to tap in. We're going to allow Spirit to lead wherever it leads, like we do every single session. So first I'm going to light this incense so you can see some smoke in the background. This is where it's coming from. Just start cleansing out the aura. This is myrrh. Inches of myrrh. And I am smelling a little burning. And eclipses are really about releasing things, really letting things go, switching up the energy. So I like to smell the incense because it gives me insight as to what's happening in our energy field. But we are definitely burning some things, releasing some things. I'm also going to burn this candle from Stoner Balm. And I love it because it gives us such a nice, fiery feel. These candles are coming soon from a really great friend of mine. They're really nice massage oil candles. But anyways, we're going to go in and start with our energy healing, allowing Spirit to flow. And I can tell you right now that the energy is already flowing very easily for this group. Release control and go. Spirit is telling you to go. It's time to move forward. I don't even think that we have a choice at this point. We have to move forward, and Spirit is letting us know, like, it's time to go. Go now. I literally heard the word go. And the throat chakra has been calling me from the beginning, so that is where we will start. And so what I'm doing now, just to let you know, is I'm allowing the Reiki energy, the life force energy to flow. Reiki practitioners are able to do this, especially those who are at the Reiki level 2 level, to be able to do this distantly across time, across space, going beyond those things and allowing us to connect whenever you see this video, whenever the Reiki is needed for you. Is one of my highest thoughts of doing Reiki. Sometimes it doesn't happen right away. Sometimes you'll see it months down the line, maybe a year later, but it's always going to be there for you when you need it. And so right now what I'm doing is just allowing that life force energy that I have been attuned to flow through our throat chakras. And today I'm dealing with thoughts and Spirit asking you to listen. And this is a message I've been getting this entire week. Listen. And so that's what we're going to do now. We're going to just listen. To the song within your heart, the melody you start and can complete. Wow. I am excited for you all because it's like the eclipse season is really about relationships. This Libra new moon is about relationships. And the eclipse season is about really releasing things that are no longer needed in our lives. And I'm hearing someone singing from their heart to their family, to a loved one, to themselves. I'm really feeling that as well. Like, you should have known. And maybe you shouldn't have known. Don't be hard on yourself, is really what I'm getting at. What I really want to tell you, don't be hard on yourself for your journey. Should you have known? Of course, like, there are things in our lives that we are privy to, and we see other people going through them, going through different experiences. But sometimes we have to go through our own experience to truly understand it. And that's not something that is always the case for life. You can learn from others along the way as well, right? But don't, all I wanted to truly say is do not be hard on yourself or your path. You are here now for a reason. You're here now for a reason, and the path went in the way that it needs to. Regardless of where life has led you, if you feel like you didn't do what was right for you, I want you to just be kinder to yourself as you're speaking to yourself. Be a little more loving to yourself, because what you did is always for you. It's never against you. It's always for you. It's always here to liberate you, to allow you to be free. That's the energy that I'm really feeling as well. And sometimes you have to go through the suffering, go through the pain, go through the heartache, so that you can understand who you truly are and allow things to flow in the way that they flow. Do not be hard on yourself. It's really what I'm hearing here at the throat chakra. And it's okay to express your pain. Please express it. Write it down. Sing it out. Scream it out. Find ways of healthy expression of your angst, of your anguish, of your pain. I'm feeling pain here, you guys. I really am. But this season is a time for releasing old contracts, releasing old karmic paths that we've been in the past, and just to move forward. But Spirit is also asking, as you move forward, even before you move forward, to listen to your divinity. Listen to your divinity, and you can do that by meditation, alone time. I'm seeing people in bubble baths, on bikes, riding bikes. Just get yourself in a space where you feel in oneness with the divine. And that often comes when we find our peace, our true peace. And sometimes that comes, Spirit really wants me to say to some of us that sometimes that comes after suffering. Suffering that's for you, it's not against you. And I know that's hard to say, but as a lot of us know along the spiritual path, you can release the humanness, you can release the connection to the suffering and seeing it more on a higher level, having a higher understanding of it. I really wanted to read this card to you all. I was reading it earlier, and so I just feel like it goes along with the message that I'm receiving right now. I don't know if I can show that on. I don't think I can show the other side on camera, but it's Empress of the Pearl. You have an inner gift of great value, born of struggle, adversity, and challenge. In wisdom, you know that suffering can lead to growth, provided you are willing to search for a way to heal through it. Seeing challenges as ways to expand your spiritual light empowers you to focus on your growing light rather than getting caught up in the suffering. You do not have to get caught up in the suffering anymore. Here at our throat chakra, and sometimes that happens with the way that we speak to ourselves and the words that we continue to say to ourselves, the thoughts, the habits. And so right now, here at the throat chakra, we're really clearing out thoughts, habits, ways of thinking that are not in alignment to our higher self. Here we're at the throat chakra, and we're releasing the ways that keep us caught up in suffering and allow us to move into the way of listening. Spirit doesn't even really, for a lot of us, Spirit doesn't even need us to say a lot of things. Spirit is asking us to listen. So let's listen to our highest self, our highest self, okay? So I'm being directed to the heart right now. So now I'm going to go to the heart chakra, because our hearts have something to say. Our hearts are really telling us today that we cannot force things to flow in the way that we think it should. Some of us are caught up in something and wanting it to go a certain way, and that's why Spirit is asking us at our throat chakra to stop being caught up in the suffering, because we are thinking that life should move in a pattern, move in a flow. Really, the flow is what I'm hearing. The flow that you're accepting in your life. You're expecting it to go a certain way, but Spirit is not asking for that. And Spirit is really, really seeing like this foundation of love here also. That is really being called out to me right now. That we have a very beautiful foundation of love being here. And sometimes we expect love to show up in specific ways based on society and what we've been taught and programmed. But Spirit is asking you to have patience in a way that you see your love, in the way that you see your love show up in this world. It's here, it's in this foundation, but maybe you aren't really peeping it yet. You're not seeing how the love is here. Allow it to show up in a way that is definitely not necessarily in the flow that you expect it to be in. But it's going to be beautiful. It's going to be wonderful for you. Just release that control. Releasing that control is so important. Spirit is asking me to pull some cards here at the heart chakra. I'm going to do that. And I saw the energy oracle cards in my third eye when I was there. And at the bottom of the deck, I'm actually seeing Journey, the number 2. And this is okay. So we're here at the journey. You have the angel of strength with you along this journey, you guys. But you're seeing these paths. There's different paths for you to go, right? And so be okay. Listen, Spirit will give you the guidance as to which path it may be, and it might not be the path that you expect it to be. It might be the one that's going against where everyone else is going. And that's okay. You have so much power around you. There's a lot of power here. You see, you have the purple, the yellow, you have the lantern. And you're bringing some things with you. There's some things that you've learned along the way that you need for your journey. You have a guiding light. And the guiding light is very third eye looking. It's like has that higher frequency, and there's beautiful things surrounding you as well. So trust yourself. Make sure that you're always using your guiding light. You have confidence within yourself to guide you as well. You have a lot of confidence here. So trust yourself here along your journey. Okay, so that was at the bottom of the deck. But again, you're having these purples around you. Here with this angel of strength. You have this higher consciousness all around you that's guiding you. That's being felt from you along the way. Look, the temple path. You're really on this beautiful journey, you guys, and you have this higher consciousness that's here. It's a guiding light. So really trust yourself along your journey, please. But Spirit is asking you to listen to yourself within. Okay, so I'm just gonna pull some cards here at the heart chakra. Okay, are these 2 cards? No, they're not. So many things popping up. Everyone has something to say, Spirit. What do you have for us? Let's see, are these 2 cards for us? Yes. Oh, how beautiful. Oh gosh. This is exactly the message that is here for us today. Storm warning. Beautiful things come from suffering, you guys. It's our growth. And I know that's so hard to hear sometimes, but what's on the other side is the door to personal happiness and healing. So some of us may have been really going through some struggle times. And the eclipse is here where these things can change. We can move forward. And if you're about to go through the struggle times, it's really here for your growth. here for your growth. Some of us been going through it. Some of us may have to go through it, but it's leading to this door to personal healing and happiness. We're on this journey, and sometimes the journey ahead is just not moving in the way that you want it to move. And I'm sorry. I'm so sorry about that. But I'm not at the same time, because it's helping you grow. It's helping you to evolve. And sometimes things get, they just go in ways that we don't want them to go. Sometimes life moves in fashions that are frustrating and not in alignment to what we think we want and need. But Spirit is just asking for your patience along the journey, and to know that this journey is really leading you to healing and happiness. Okay? So I'm going to go to the root chakra, because I was called there, because I feel like at our bases, we really have love coming through. Love is coming through. I'm also seeing protection at our bases, and financial healing at our bases as well. That might be here for some of us. I'm also seeing clarity, really strong clarity about our foundation and the ways that we go. And that comes through when we listen, when we allow our thoughts to just be thoughts. We do not hold on to them, and we listen to our higher selves. So I'm going to listen to what our root chakra has to say. Sometimes it's important for us to have the basics, like have a basic understanding of where you're trying to go, like get clear. Spirit is asking for some of us to get really clear on, it feels like you have chosen a route. You might be even very used to this path or this route, but Spirit is asking that you become clear on what this is. What have you chosen? Like, understand it. You've chosen a new career path, and you decided this is the way that you want to go. Take your time and be clear on it. Have the basic understanding of what it even is. Have that within yourself, so that you know why you're moving forward, what your objective is, what your goal is. And that goal can be very, very, very highly spiritual. It can be something in terms, I'm getting like things dealing with education, academia, things with computer. It can be oneness with your divine. It can be multiple things also. But Spirit is asking for clarity within yourself right now, for you to understand what you have chosen. And a lot of times when we have that basic understanding, that strong foundation, for some of us it's love as well. If we have that strong foundation, what does love look like for me? How does love feel for me? Having that basic understanding of what it is you want, where you want life to lead you, and allowing that to be a compass of whether or not you feel like you are on the right path. Like we saw with the journey, reading the signs. Like, is this alignment to love, for what love feels like for me? Is this alignment to what this new trajectory of where I'm trying to go feel like for me? Understanding is really needed here. Understanding is needed as you move forward. Spirit is asking you also to be mindful of things that need to be removed. Yes, they were pretty, they were beautiful in the past, but are they toxic to you now? Like, really recognizing that and taking your time with it. You don't have to just clear everybody out, burn bridges. Some of us really are burning bridges. Some of us are having to let go of things that are no longer needed. And as you guys can see, the lights are going in and out. So our energy is potent. It's great. It's very much so here. Spirit is here for us. The power is very strong. It's flowing. But allow the power to flow. Allow yourself to be clear on your directive, are the words that I'm hearing. So I wanted to work with one of my favorite decks, the Shaman's Dream Oracle deck, and just get some more information here at the root chakra. Okay. These two cards for us. Okay. Those are two cards. The Moon Maiden, which is new beginnings. Wow. That's like the new moon, but the energy here is full moon. It's also about release. And then the well song resonating. Okay, so these are the two cards we're getting here at the root chakra. And I'm going to read both of them. First, I'm going to do 41, and that's so wow. This is the third time I saw 41 today. So for me, I actually just read something. When you see something 3 times, that means it's a message. So this is a message for us. And so at our root, we really are dealing with new beginnings, new ideas, curiosity. So the Moon Maiden arrives to offer you a new beginning, a new face and facet of yourself that is aching to be shown to the world. Those qualities that you have been quietly cultivating are ready for the limelight. The secrecy was important, for it protected your new face and kept what was precious close to your heart. But now it's time to come forward in full splendor. Announce the new you to yourself first. And that's what we were saying earlier with understanding what you are doing right now, seeing it, having that clear objective. Really announce it to yourself and reveal it slowly to the world like the waxing moon. Allow others to be surprised by how mature and grown up this side of you is. Now it's time to set yourself free. The Moon Maiden belongs only to herself, and she is summoning the parts of you that challenge convention, that refuse to be intimidated, and that cannot be tamed or put inside a golden cage. The Moon Maiden invites you to shine with your own light, to have radiant curiosity and to ask anyone who offers you a mouthful of dogma, why do you believe this is so? Question everything others assume is a given, and do not collude with the drama around you. Become an unpredictable being, yet an eminently reliable friend. The Moon Maiden invites you to answer only to yourself and reminds you that you are not anyone's property. Be true to your soul's calling, even as some around you in a relationship or a job want to capture your light inside a bottle. You know how to rise to the occasion just as unfailingly as the moon does. When the time comes, you return to darkness and become enshrouded in mystery until you are ready to return. Wow, that's beautiful. So yeah, this is definitely a time for new beginnings here. You're releasing things of old here with this new moon eclipse energy. And new moons normally are for manifestation, but sometimes when other energies are taking a part of the energy, it's important for us to listen to our higher selves and decide what time it is. And sometimes the new moon energy, the new beginnings, first starts off with us releasing things of the past. And then I'm going to read this one as well. So number 61, Well Song Resonating. So remembering, harmonizing, and resonating. So there are moments in life when you have a sense of deja vu, that you visited this place, these feelings, this person before, and you know that a new opportunity to dance has come around you again. Yet there's a haunting quality to this, a melancholy, as life's mysterious fragility is also underlined. Like a well song that pleads for its simple notes to be matched by another, you have a short time to capture this essence and let it resonate in a way that is potentially transformative, but only if you don't turn away. New opportunity, guys. Sometimes you may forget the moments of your humanity, your truest desires, because you become so earthbound and calculating, striving and doing. You're so overstimulated by the chase that and what you're exposed to that you forget your heart. Now it's time to jump in the water and play and be reminded of your creative self, your collaborative impulses, sing along, seeking harmony, beauty, purpose, and meaning. At this moment, this is your exact invitation. You will achieve more than the plans you set in motion if you use this opportunity to explore, be curious, and take a much needed break from what your mind thinks it needs to accomplish. Your heart is calling, answer it. Okay, that was pretty much exactly how this session started. New beginnings are here for us, guys, and we're going about it in ways that might have not previously been known to us before, ways that are different. But go for it. Understand what your objective is. What is your truest desires? Not just going by like, okay, I need to be doing this because it is this, that, but like, what is here? What is your heart's desires? And allowing that to be there. A lot of us are dealing with love and allowing that to come through. Love and abundance and really understanding, a higher understanding is very, very much so here for a lot of us, wanting that to be our basis. And that's beautiful. Really allow that to flow for you and be okay if it's not going in the way that you expect it to go. Spirit is here for you. Spirit loves you all so very much. And I'm so grateful to be able to do this session with you guys. I just want to do one more card pull. And then I'm going to cleanse the aura and just allow the Reiki to flow to our entire aura. And I'm really feeling that right now. Allowing it to go to all of the chakras, even if I did not highlight them right now. So our hearts are really here for us, really guiding us and helping us right now. There's After the storm comes new beginnings, and Spirit is really excited about these new beginnings. They're here for us right now. We have to grasp them, guys, and really appreciate them and allow them in. Let was a message that I got yesterday as well, and I really love that message where it's like we're no longer striving, trying, going with the rat race, but letting things happen for us. So yeah, I'm just like going through the aura, cleansing the aura with the selenite, and the energy is flowing to us very easily. I feel it flowing. This is it's very clear for me. I'm feeling the energy very easily flow. Okay, so I just want to pull one more card before the session ends. And this is from Wan Yin Oracle. I really love these cards because they have such beautiful imagery. So many things are popping up at us too. I'm feeling that a lot in the energy. Like there might be a lot of different opportunities, or a lot of people like coming at us, telling us certain things, and you know, it's okay to listen to yourself, go with your own flow, trust your own being. And if you do get caught up in the ways of others during this time, don't, rearrange yourself, structure yourself in a way that you can find the balance of being with others and also listening to yourself. Okay, well, that's it. Here I am. So it's Sweeping Sister Willow. Here is healing that brings with it forgiveness and the release of old pain. As Sweeping Sister Willow gracefully sweeps any sadness and pain from your heart and soul, your time for greater inner freedom is dawning, and the cleansing of sadness and healing of forgiveness create the pathway to that greater freedom now. You deserve this freedom, and you're swiftly becoming ready to claim it. Wow. Healing of forgiveness, and you're creating the pathway to the greater freedom now. Yeah, we're on a different path, you guys. It's definitely a path of new beginnings, beautiful beginnings. Trust yourself, you all. Trust yourself along your journey. Even if that journey feels different and odd and confusing and not in the way that you think it should go, trust yourself, you guys. And Spirit is really asking also just to be clear on what it is that you want. Being very clear here, you have this opportunity. What is resonating with you? This is, regardless, you guys, we're really going to this door to personal healing and happiness, which I think is absolutely beautiful. After the storms are done. We're releasing the storm, we're releasing old pain, gracefully sweeping away sadness, allowing for forgiveness to come through, and creating a pathway to greater freedom. You deserve this freedom. You deserve this. What's resonating for you? You deserve this love. You deserve this new job, this new career, this higher consciousness. You deserve all of that. Everything that you need. What is resonating with you? Choose to go that way. Spirit is asking you right now to go that way. Do not doubt yourself, because you are swiftly becoming ready to claim that path, okay? So last but not least, I just want to do a little bit more Reiki and just allow the energy to flow. And I keep coming to our heart. Our heart's desires are really here. And allowing that to flow. Our hearts are the center of the 7 main chakra system. Our hearts are really at the center of it. And allowing that energy to flow through us is so important and can really help us, our highest hearts, to really listen to ourselves and listen to the divine guidance that's here along our path. But just, our foundations are really important here. And our foundations our different chakra systems can really affect each other. So what you're saying at your throat chakra, what you're saying to yourself, how you're allowing your heart's desires to manifest on this world are very important. And it really starts with how we allow, what we decide to choose. What is it that you're choosing? And let it be what you're resonating with. Let these new beginnings be what you're resonating with. You have the opportunity for it, and it's allowing you to move toward freedom. So that is our session for today. I'm so grateful to be able to do these sessions with you guys every new moon and full moon. And for those who do the personal sessions with me, whether it's daily or also doing the readings, I'm just so grateful because they are always so healing. It's so beautiful to be able to connect in that way, to allow us to know that we have these connections. But some people like talk, speak to me about the different sessions, different messages, and how they resonated with them. It's a blessing for me. So please, speak, tell me how it feels. Tell me the different connections if you're called to. If you're not, by all means, keep it within. As I always say in the writings, whatever resonates with you, allow that to resonate with you. What doesn't, allow it not to. Like, let it go away. Like those thoughts that we're dealing with at the throat chakra. If it's not in alignment to where you are in life, that is okay. You have the final say. You have the highest say. You and your highest self have the highest say. So you have to really trust in yourself and allow that to be in your foundation as you're doing the spiritual work. This is definitely the spiritual work that is here, that we're doing here with this Reiki and this channeling. So really just trust yourself along your journey. I have so much love for you, and I'm so grateful to and appreciative of everyone along this journey, everyone that signed up for this new Moon Solar Eclipse energy healing, and for those who join us along the way. If you made it this far in the reading, I'm very appreciative for you. Please feel free to subscribe and like if you want to hear or see more of these readings. And in my description are ways to actually do personal readings with me as well. So again, thank you so much. Peace, love, and light to you guys always. And know that the power is always within you. Trust yourself.